What's up, everybody? It is your girl, MsTeeTalk. Yes, it's a little bit new. I'm on a Zoom call with my girls, Sophie and Isabel. They're from the Future Now Media Foundation, and I'm so glad to have you guys today. How are you guys doing?
We're good. We're so excited to be here.
I'm so excited. Let's get started.
I know. So tell me more about your involvement in Future Now. I mean, this was a program and a place where I'm like, oh my God, more people like me in media, even that's been in media for a while, can definitely become a part. But how did you guys first become a part and volunteer for this company,
So,
foundation?
yeah, sure. So in May of last year, I was really nervous because due to COVID, I didn't have any internships lined up. Everything that I was applying for got canceled. So my aunt has actually been part of Future Now before and in the conference. So she told me that I should really look into this thing called Future Now and sign up. They do a conference in May, whatever. So I decided to look it up. I applied on a whim and I was like, there's no way I'm going to get in, whatever. So I, applied, I got in, I attended the conference. I loved it. I took so many notes. I just had the best time. It was such a great opportunity. And afterwards, Peggy, the founder, mentioned that there was going to be volunteer opportunities and, to sign up if you want. So I signed up. And by July, I hadn't really heard anything about the volunteer opportunities yet. So I decided to email her and see if she needed any help, because I wasn't doing much, as everyone else wasn't either. So I asked her if she had anything for me to do. And at first, she put me on the grants team. So I helped her a little bit for a month or two, just searching through grants and foundations to see what we could apply for, because Future Now is a nonprofit. So we look for grants and things to apply to like that. So after, she had me on the grants team for a little while, I got to know her. I asked her if there was any other opportunities because, grants was great, but it wasn't really what I was, really thriving in. And I wanted to do something a little bit more creative. So I asked her if there was some type of campus ambassador program that I could be part of or something. And she said, actually, there is. So I became a co-director of the Campus Ambassador program, which I'm still doing now. So we have been trying to recruit and spread the word about Future Now on campuses all across the country. So if you are more than welcome, anyone who wants to still be a campus ambassador, you are always welcome to apply and reach out and be part of the team because we're always looking for more people to spread the word. And then while I was doing that, Peggy asked everyone if, someone could help out with some of the social media and taking over one of the days. So I offered to do that. So now I do the Motivation Monday segments on our social media, which has been so great. And that's sort of blossomed into just working with Isabel a lot on the Instagram and doing social media. So I dropped the grants a little bit. And I am now just the co-director of the Campus Ambassador program, and I'm on the social media and Instagram team. So it's been great.
Wow, Sophie, I love that you're taking every opportunity that is being brought to you. Like, yep, I want to do this. Yep, I want to do that. And you definitely took that, behind your shoulders. You did go to school. You're the one. You're still in school.
Yeah, I'm a senior at the University of Wisconsin. I'll be graduating in May.
In a few more months. Oh my God, congratulations. So you're still in school and you're still volunteering and doing this, which is amazing, and that's definitely big for you. And Isabel, what is your role in this foundation?
Okay, so just a little background. So I graduated in May from Cornell and I'm unemployed, been unemployed since. No shame, we're out here, we're in a panoramic. And so in my research, also a little bit of background, I have always been passionate about media and entertainment, but as someone with a immigrant family background, my family's from Haiti, they're like, media and entertainment, what does that mean? What are you going to do with that? And so I didn't give it the full attention it deserved until, I graduated and said, this is something I really want to do. Now it's time to devote myself to it because I've kind of been I didn't give it the attention it deserves. So in my search, I found the Future Now Media Foundation through someone on LinkedIn. And so reading about it, and essentially it culminates in this conference where students from all these, and it used to be in person, so students from different types of backgrounds, and so diversity, not just in race and gender, but school background and socioeconomic background is something we try to foster. And, that's who we're trying to reach out to, culminating in this conference where industry professionals, associates of our CEO and founder, Peggy Kim, come and talk about their careers, their personal journeys. You have small workshops and small like conversations and events and different things like that. And you get the chance to hear about the different ways that you could participate in the media and entertainment industry. And so with that, I thought this is an awesome place. I would love to, render my services while I'm looking for employment. And so I emailed, and Peggy reached out and said, why don't we have a conversation, see where you're at and what we can use you on. And so I started with grants, and I got to meet Sophie within like my first week of volunteering. And so she kind of passed the baton on to me, and it's been really cool to learn about the grant space, hone in on some research skills, and just research about all these different types of companies in an industry I'm interested in. And so we also had someone leave from our social media team, and she was really at the forefront of it. And so Sophie handles our Motivational Monday, but as the volunteer Allison transitioned out, Peggy said, would you like to take on this role? I was like, absolutely. Another thing to do. And so I think of myself as the social media manager. All the volunteers, like, we all collaborate on like the content we create, and then I can help write it, I will help publish it, and I post it to all of our social platforms, and just engaging with all the different people we come into contact with there, and just really trying to grow brand awareness and let people know all the amazing things that we have going on. So that's where I am at right now, and I'm so happy to be part of that.
Amazing. I love how you both are so excited to be a part of, a foundation, a nonprofit. That, some people wouldn't take their time out to do something like that, but you see the future in Future Now.
Exactly.
So that's what I love about the foundation and how they're giving back. So let's talk about, you guys have so much coming up in the next couple of months, and the rollout. I mean, the aesthetic on the Instagram is amazing. I love the yellow colors. I love the vibrant. I love all of that, because that's going to make people like me in the media, that's how I started. I was like, oh my God, what is Future Now? What is this? What's going on here? It really catches our attention. So you guys are doing a really good job at that, especially the Motivational Mondays, especially highlighting different people in the industry, in the media. So you guys definitely have a program that people can apply to March 1st. So tell me more about that program.
Yeah, so it's sort of
that's
like
the deadline, and that's the deadline. March 1st is the deadline.
That's like our headlining event. It's the Future Now Media and Entertainment Conference. It's from May 26th to May 28th. And unfortunately, this year it'll be virtual due to COVID, but usually it's in person, which is amazing. And it's 3 days, full days, from noon to 5 p.m. Eastern. And each day is different and focuses on a different part of the industry. And there's tons of speakers from tens of hundreds of companies that come and speak.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, Sophie, but I was going to say, for example, like, we cover industries like ad sales and marketing and, programming, distribution, a little bit of music in there, I believe, and have all these different sponsors as well, including Viacom CBS, Disney. Keep going, Sophie.
Yeah, so Viacom CBS and Disney are two of our big sponsors. And one of the most amazing parts of even applying and being part of Future Now, the conference, is that you have to apply. There's an application process. But in that application process, you submit your resume and a sample of your work, and a little bit about why you want to be part of Future Now. And all of that information then gets sent to every company that sponsors Future Now. So your resume will automatically be sent to Disney and to Viacom, CBS. And so you'll, already be in their system because this opportunity is really for networking and to, get people to be able to connect with leaders in the media and entertainment industry so that we can start our careers and get to that point soon. Because the reason why Future Now was started was because the founder, Peggy Kim, when she was trying to break into the media and entertainment industry a few years ago, was unable to find connections. There was no opportunity for her to, find people that would help her. And, it was definitely a very difficult industry to navigate unless you had, personal connections of like friends or family or something. So Future Now allows people, regardless of who you are, where you are, where you come from, anything, to be part of the media and entertainment industry and get an opportunity to meet people and hear advice from recruiters. There's a session on one of the days where, for like 3 or 4 hours, it's, 6 or 7 recruiters from different companies talking about what they look for, how you can apply, what the jobs are, like the environment at the company. So they're really trying to help you get like a holistic view of the media and entertainment industry, which is, it's invaluable. It's amazing. So
Right, like Peggy saw that gap in, it was hard for her to break into the industry, and she's like, I don't want it to be this way for other people. And so she recognized that, and now with Future Now, she's building future leaders, and not just by having the conference, but giving them the skills so that when they're given those opportunities, they're able to succeed. And so some of the ways we do that is our programming. So outside of the conference, we have our wonderful podcast, which is recordings and interviews from previous talks, as well as our leadership talk series, which is where we get in more industry professionals who talk about their career. It's a wonderful chance to ask questions, learn about that company. So this past month, we had an awesome talk with Tanya Giles, who's the general manager at MTV Entertainment. And she just talked about how, she was on board on SpongeBob, like when it first came to air, and on Broad City and Drag Race. And, it's really exciting to hear about, all these things relevant to us and how you can be a part of that. We also have workshops such as the How to Work the Room with Maribel Alemán from Alemán Associates. And so she's a coach, career advisor. And so she talked about how to own a space, especially a virtual setting, dealing with imposter syndrome, dealing with, worrying about not having enough experience, just tips and strategies for how to own the room whenever you come in. And so next month we have this awesome speed networking session. And then we'll also have, just looking up, something called How to Activate Your Vibe. And so stay tuned for more information about that. We're so excited. And yeah, so those are tidbits of the things that we do to not only like bring the opportunities to people, but make sure that they can excel once they, snatch those opportunities.
And I think,
oh my God,
one other
this is
thing
amazing.
one thing I wanted to mention is that, Peggy's not bringing in people who have like entry-level positions at all these companies. These are people who are senior vice presidents and, the head of recruiting, and people who are seasoned and have worked in the industry for a while and have, high position jobs. And so, these are the people that you hope to be one day. It's also inspiring because they tell their stories and you realize they're just like us. Everyone's zooming in from their house. It's not like, that all that other stuff, but it's a really amazing opportunity that connects you to people that you would never have the opportunity to connect with unless you knew them personally. So Future Now gives you that bridge that you can reach out to someone on LinkedIn and say, hi, I saw your panel on Future Now, and this was really interesting that you said, I'd love to connect. And Future Now has become a very big name in the media and entertainment industry. So having, been to Future Now, or, making a connection through Future Now, signals to those people that you take the media and entertainment industry seriously, and that, you should be someone to look out for. So it's really great.
Oh my God, I love how invested that you two ladies are in. It's amazing to see how excited and all the stuff that you guys have coming up, and you guys have done this throughout a whole pandemic. which I think that's definitely amazing for you to go that extra mile and go that extra hard. So what is the end goal for you, for both of you guys, being, volunteering, but for the panel that's coming up in May, about the fourth week in May. But what is the end goal? Like, what do you expect, and what do you want to feel after it's done? Because I know when it's done, you're gonna be like, whew,
Yeah,
I did it. So what is your end goal?
that's a great question. And I think so. The end goal for myself is to see all of our hard work come to fruition, whether it be marketing and advertising, coordinating all of our, speakers. We have a special something coming up at our conference that you really want to stick around for. And seeing everything come to fruition, and I guess hearing how people experienced it, I think that'll be a really great sigh of relief. And it'll actually be my first conference. So I'm just excited in general to see how it'll all go down. And I think the end game for Future Now, well, one, there is no end game, Future Now forever. Future Now is a future one, but Future Now sees itself definitely expanding in the things it already does. Ooh. Scaling. Oh. I have my computer on something and I almost broke it. And expanding the things that we're already doing, as well as, bringing in new initiatives. And so one of those things that we could expand is our mentoring program, which we haven't mentioned yet. And part of our program is that through Future Now, we have these mentor-mentee pairs over a 9-month period where, it's building, because mentorship in any industry is important, but especially media and entertainment. And as a young professional, Peggy definitely also believes this, that having someone in the industry looking out for you, giving you advice is just, it makes, your work experience better. So building those relationships, and that mentoring relationship gets check-ins from our volunteer committee, and then it culminates at the conference. Culminate, my favorite word. At the conference, one or two pairs gets to interview each other at the conference. So it's a chance for people to see like what the mentor-mentee relationship looks like, how it benefits both parties, like the mentee to hear from someone who's a seasoned professional, and the mentor to get this new insight and have the ability to help shape someone else's career. So that's what we see in the future.
Wow. Oh my God. What about you, Sophie?
As a co-director of the Campus Ambassador program, we've really been trying to get the word out about Future Now, just in general, because had my aunt not told me about it, a few weeks before, I would not have been at Future Now. I would not be part of this right now. And so I really want to make Future Now more of a name, and something that a lot of colleges talk about, and it's open to more people, and it's just out there more, because I think that it's such a great opportunity. And the only thing that has to be done in order for people to sign up is to know about it. Mm-hmm. So that's really something that I've been passionate about doing and growing. So I hope that by the time this conference rolls around, there's a record number of people that sign up. Yeah. And I just want to continue doing that and spreading the word, because it's so important. And in order for people to have opportunities, they have to know about the opportunities. So, that's really important to me. And just growing, the social media, growing everything. I'm really excited to see how that works. I've never, really been part of a team like this before, where we're really, in charge of, the social media, and we're in charge, and, there's so much trust in us to grow it and do it. And it's just been a really incredible opportunity that I didn't expect. So I'm just excited to keep going and see what else we can do and how we can grow. And of course, I'm also excited for the conference itself. It's such a, it's an amazing 3 days, and I'm excited to, see who the speakers are and what the panels are about, and just, soak it all in.
Yes, you guys have an amazing next couple of weeks and months. It's like the momentum keeps you guys going, right? Mm-hmm. So I definitely do see that. Yeah, that the adrenaline, the rush of it's like a challenge. You get out, you have to see like, grants and stuff like that, different people, what they are, what they do. You guys got it so good after college and during college, because this is your last year and you already graduated from Cornell, Isabel. But I like, you guys gotta have it so good, because I think that back in the day for me, because I graduated from Brooklyn College with a bachelor's in radio and television.
Yes,
So
Brooklyn.
yeah, Brooklyn girl. But I think that it was very hard to volunteer for programs like this. That's why you guys are so lucky, and that's why you guys are full throttle in the threshold. Like, let me do this. Let me help Peggy. I got this. Oh, she didn't do that. Oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take step forward. I'm gonna put myself in the forefront. And I think that's very important. Because you guys are still young as well. Only a little bit younger than me, but only a tad. But to put yourselves out there and to want to spread the word, because that's why you guys reach out to me. You guys want to spread the word, and I'm like, I will spread any word anywhere, especially for something like this. I think Future Now needs to be in more publications, needs to be talked about a little bit more, especially when you have young ladies like you behind it as well. It's not just a higher up and that's it and that's what they're gonna do. No, you have these young, smart women that are willing to take their beautiful, precious time to do something like this, because I think, wouldn't you say the outcome of these events, the mentorships, is priceless?
Yeah, it is. You literally cannot put a price on the information you get from these people. You're not going to get it anywhere else. You're not going to get it at any other time. So to be there is, how could you not carve out an hour of your day to go, hear from some of these incredible leaders in the industry?
You have to invest in your future. Yeah. And why not do that with Future Now? And I'd also be remiss if I didn't mention some of our other lovely sponsors, so that people know, where their where their resume and the talent portfolio is going. So these are our 2020 sponsors: Warner Media, AMC Networks, Viacom CBS, Spectrum Networks, and Spectrum Reach. Those are two not subsidiaries. Those are two branches of Spectrum Networks, and it deals with their advertising, but also their ad sales. A&E Networks, which includes A&E, the History Channel, Lifetime Movie Networks, FYI, Vice TV, Synopsis Media, Women in Cable and Entertainment, New York Public Radio, The Gothamist, WNYC Studios, the T. Howard Foundation, NAMIC, Pace University, Leuven School of Business, I Stand TV, which is our founder and CEO, Peggy Kim, her other organization that she started, NYC Media and Entertainment, and I think I named almost all of them and counting, and also Disney.
Wow.
And once we know the sponsors and the speakers for this upcoming 2021 conference, we will definitely be spreading the word, posting it on our social media. So you definitely should be following us. Our Instagram is Future Now MF. On Facebook, we're Future Now Media Foundation. LinkedIn, Future Now Media Foundation. We're also on Twitter. So find us too. Future Now Media Foundation. So as we, get all these sponsors, the speakers, we'll be posting them so you guys can know and stay up to date, get excited. And also I highly suggest checking out our website, futurenowconference.com. There's so much information about Future Now there. That's where the link is to apply. So that's a very important website. And yeah, there's just other information. You can, you could look at it for hours, reading all the bios of all the speakers and the sponsors, and, it's a really great resource.
A great
I'm so
yeah, just if people are interested in volunteering, if they want to submit their application in the Campus Ambassador Program in our events, the website is your first point of contact, and our social channels.
Yes, you heard it from Sophie and Isabel first. I'm so excited that we made this come together literally within a week. We made it happen. We're like,
yes,
we're doing this.
It's handled.
Yes, it is handled. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. Thank you guys again for taking out your time to come on Tea Talk and to explain everything and to get us going, us media people going. And I cannot wait for the outcome for the conference. And I'll be following you guys. You know, I'm following you guys. I'm gonna be, I'm on it. I am on it. And I want to thank you guys again for coming on my show. And we're going to keep in touch. Okay, ladies?
Yeah,
this was great.
Thank you for having us. This was awesome.
We loved it.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.